posted. Thank you. And I know that you were probably thinking about the test and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you this right now. There's a problem with all of my classes, and I'm only talking about 1 or 2 students in the whole class, and I forgot to mention this Tuesday, so I'm doing it today. Y'all know what a lone wolf is?
Not really.
Right. Did y'all's parents not teach you anything? Or y'all just not communicate?
Is it like one person? Is it like one person that's like singled out?
Yes, it's doing his own thing. Okay, and what does that have to do with class? Well, doing their own thing. Now, there's a difference between doing your own thing, participating, and not participating and watching videos. Okay, there's a difference. All right, let me go ahead and explain this to you. Most of y'all participate. In other words, y'all come to class. You don't come to every single participate. You don't come to every single class, but you come to most of my classes. All right, so most of you are not lost. You know, I'm talking about surfer dude lost, deadhead lost. You know, what's this? You know, most of y'all are not that way, and y'all participate, so y'all are good. And then I have some students that hardly ever attend class, but they do the recordings. Okay, they watch the recordings, and they do homework, and they watch. Then they go in their own teams, and they look at the messages that I send y'all. Everybody with me? So they participate. But the lone wolf doesn't participate. The lone wolf doesn't participate. Doesn't watch the videos. And doesn't keep up with teams as far as the announcements. Okay? Now, why am I talking about this? Well, this last little problem with my lab's math, that when something happens out of the ordinary, that's when I find out who the lone wolves are. Why? When something happens, like something wrong with a test, or my lab's math is not working, or, you know, how do I find out who these people are? Anybody want to take a guess? That's right, Miss Holcomb. They freak out and they go freaking crazy, and they send me 5 or 10 email messages, and they say, I don't know what to do. Do I really kill myself responding to these people? Hail to the no. Okay? I tell all my students the first week of class, you don't need to spaz out when something happens with me, okay? With my Labs Plus or my test, you don't have to worry, because I usually extend stuff. I'm not too extensive on the homework because you have like ample time. That's why I'm starting to put dates on the homework, because some of y'all are gaffing it off and wait until the last minute. So that's why I'm starting to put dates on it. I'm doing that with all my classes. But these people right here really piss me off. I'll tell you why. Because these people right here, they're usually the ones that call my department head and say blah, 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 blah. Well, you don't participate in class. You don't watch the videos, which has the information and the announcements that I share with the class. And you don't watch the team's posted page where I put up things like files, and I put the recordings are there. The everything is there that I communicate with students. Okay. Did I send y'all a message about, you know, I'm going to extend the test, or My labs is down. Did I send y'all a message about that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I did. Okay. These people didn't get it. These people didn't get it. They don't watch the videos. What do these people do? These people take their syllabus and they put it out to the side and they do their book and they do My Labs Plus. That's what they do. And they read the book and that's okay. Okay? That's okay. But if you're going to separate yourself from the class, don't freak out when you don't know what's going on. Okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because I do have one or two in every single class that don't come to class. They don't watch the recordings, and they don't do anything with Teams as far as send me a message, ask me a question, or look at the time. They have completely taken themselves and they're doing their own little thing. Okay? Now, again, I'm only talking about one or two people in each of my classes. So I'm just telling you, if you're one of those people, well, you're not because y'all are all here, but there's always one or two in each class. So I'm putting that out there because I want people to know that I know who they are, because when they freak out and they act like that I'm going to cut off the test tomorrow. Anyway, I've got that off my shoulders. All right, now, logarithms. F of x is equal to the natural log of x. And the derivative of that is going to be 1 over x. And we also got the other one, which is the natural log of f of x, and that's the chain rule, and we'll get to that in just a minute because it's just the derivative of what's inside. So with that being said, this is your derivative of logarithm. So let's go to the handy dandy slides so I can keep everything lined up and on task. And there is the first one right there, and that's pretty much it. Let me go to the slideshow and let's go ahead and so let's do these. I'll write them down right quick on the handy dandy whiteboard, and while y'all are writing them, A is going to be y is equal to 5 natural log of x, and B is going to be y is equal to x to the third natural log of x plus 4x, and C is going to be y is equal to natural log of x over x squared. Okay, I got them written down, so I'm going to just go to my handy dandy whiteboard. There they are. And all three of these are test questions. So here, y prime is equal to 5 times 1 over x. Y prime is equal to 5 over x. This one right here looks like what? What does that look like? That first part right there, what does that look like? That means I want y'all to say something.
Is it the chain rule?
Not the chain rule. Good job, Miss Hawkins, the product rule. And I appreciate your interaction, Miss Hollister. But yeah,
I gave it a go.
When it's the chain rule, you'll have like this: natural log of x plus 3 to the second power, something like that. That would be like the chain rule. Okay, so we're going to do product rule here, and the derivative of 4x is 4. That's just a plus, so you just do that one separately. So we got y prime is equal to first times the derivative of the second plus the second times the derivative of the first. And I'm just going to add that 4 out there. I'm going to take the derivative of that. That'll be 4. And that's going to be, hold on, I can't get my pen straight. Y prime is equal to x cubed. The derivative of, really, hold on. The derivative of natural log of x, 1 over x, plus natural log of x times 3x plus 4. And the only thing you can do with this stuff is basically simplify it a little bit. Y prime is equal to x to the third over x plus natural 3x, natural log of x plus 4. Y prime is equal to x squared plus 3x, natural log of x plus 4. Now, of course, addition is commutative, so you could have x squared plus 4 plus 3x natural log of x. And you could have, you could turn that around, but they usually don't put 3x after the x on the natural log. They usually put the x out front of a natural log. So I would probably say that would be it, because 4 would be x to the 0, and this is x to the first, and this is x to the first. So 2, 1, 0. So I think that's probably what they would put it in. Okay, now I got to do the quotient rule over here, but I ain't got no room, so I'm going to go to the next page, and we're going to do quotient rule. Give y'all a minute to work on it. Y is equal to the natural log of x over x squared. I'm going to give you a minute to work on that one. I ordered a box of black markers, and I didn't read it right, and they sent me these retractable ones. I don't like them because they dry out quicker. I don't know how they keep from drying out. They must have some kind of plastic membrane in there. Y'all settle down, please. So, anybody gonna watch King Kong versus Godzilla tonight?
It seems really interesting.
What 3x squared? Yes, you're right. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Holcomb. I think that was Miss Holcomb. Yes, that last problem would be 3x squared. I didn't see that till just now. Thank you. 3x squared. Is that what you're talking about, Miss Holcomb? Yeah.
Are you going to watch it, Hubert?
My son wants to watch it, and I'm interested in watching it. I'm not a big Godzilla fan or King Kong fan, but we're going to watch it. We've watched the last couple of, and you think it was good, Mr. Schmidt? That's good. Well, we're probably going to watch it tonight. And I'm going to watch Law and Order with Stabler coming back. I'm going to watch that later when everybody goes to bed, because I'm the only one that watches that. And I am a Mariska fan, so I'm going to watch her. All right, so here we go. Y prime is equal to denominator times the numerator prime minus the numerator times denominator prime over denominator squared. And y prime is going to be x squared times 1 over x minus natural log of x times 2x. Make sure I don't mess up, Miss Holcomb. 2x over x to the 4th. And now it's nothing but what? Simplifying algebra. Y prime is equal to x squared over x minus 2x natural log of x over x to the 4th. And we all know that this goes out to x. You could factor out of x, and we're going to factor. Why am I going to factor out of x on this one? Somebody tell me why. Why am I going to factor out of x on this numerator? I didn't before. Why am I going to do it now? Thank you, Miss Holcomb. You're the only one that talks today. You and Miss Hollister. Okay? So that will be x. And that would leave me with 1 minus 2 natural log of x over x to the 4th. And that's why I brought that x out, so I could cancel it with one of these. And my final answer, I can't write it on this page, but my final answer is 1 minus 2 natural log of x over x to the 3rd. Now we need to go back and check our answers, make sure we know what we're doing. And that's 3 good test questions. And let's look back and see. 5 over x, we got that one right. Let's check this one. You mean they didn't cancel that x? I can't believe they didn't cancel that. Oh, they did. X squared plus 3x squared. Thank you, Miss Holcomb. Natural log of x plus 4. And the last one, x minus 2x. They didn't cancel the x. They didn't factor out the x. The other did. There we go. 1 minus 2 natural log of x. Don't you feel good about yourself? Got the right answer and you feeling good about yourself, so you don't have to add $10,000 worth of stuff on a $1,000 vehicle? But none of y'all would do that, would you? A lot of people say, well, Hubert, what about a 55 Chevy? You ain't gonna buy no 55 Chevy for $1,000. 69 Camaro, 68 Mustang, no. You're not gonna buy one of them for $1,000. I'm talking about a Honda Civic or a beat up truck or a, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Next. And there is where we bring in the chain rule. And all this is kind of yucky. So let's just move on to an example like this one. Here's your chain rule. Here's your chain rule. So A, let's write these down. A is y equal to the natural log of 3x. And notice I put mine in parentheses just like they do, because you have to remember to multiply by the derivative of what's inside. And what's inside is the parentheses. Let's see, B, that's pretty short. So I'm going to B is equal, y is equal to natural log of x squared minus 5. C, y is equal to the natural log of x. And D, y is equal to the natural log of x to the third plus 4 over x. I'll let y'all finish the writing those down. All right. So what do we do first? And I don't know why that cut off. This thing does some weird stuff sometimes. Okay. So this one, the natural log of x is equal to 1 over x, or the derivative of the natural log of x is equal to 1 over x. So this would be equal to, y prime is equal to 1 over the natural, or 1 over 3x, but I still got to do the derivative of what? Of what's inside. And that's going to be 3 over 3x, which is equal to 1 over x. And that just so happens to come out to be 1 over x. Go back. And there it is. So remember, if you see parentheses, that's when you think about the chain rule. Okay? So let's do this one. So here, I'm going to do y prime is equal to 1 over x squared minus 5. But I got to do what's in parentheses. So what is the derivative of x squared minus 5?
2x.
2x. Thank you. Appreciate the interaction. And that should be 2x over x squared minus 5. Two x over x squared minus 5.
I feel like these problems are easier than the ones we just did.
That's because the ones that you just did have sunk in. Okay? You're getting a little bit more confident with your derivatives because you just finished the basic derivatives. It's kind of like, I'm sorry, what?
I said, yeah, that makes sense.
It's kind of like when you get older and you get older when you're in grammar school, you feel a little bit more confident when you're in the 6th grade, and then you feel a little bit more confident when you're in the 7th grade, and so on. It's the way it is with this. If you had done the homework and you've done the derivatives that I showed you to do in that section, this seems like it's easier because you're doing all of that stuff that you learned except for the 1 over x. You're doing, your chain rule, you're doing that. Here, you're going to use the product rule. So, it kind of helps to be confident. Okay. And this one, yeah, this one's real easy because you're going to do 1, because this is x. This technically right here, this is x. So you're going to do 1 over x times 1 over natural log of x. So I'm just going to write that one out. Y prime is equal to 1 over x, that's this one, times 1 over natural log of x, and that's this one right here. So I'll tell you what, let me do this because that's going to confuse y'all. Let me draw this. Hold on a second. Let me take a yellow highlighter, and that is that. And this right here is this. And then you just multiply them together and you get 1 over x natural log of x. And the reason you don't have to worry about the product rule here is because the coefficient, not the coefficient, you took the derivative, you took the derivative of the green, which would be 1 over the natural log, the pink, which would be 1 over the natural log of x, and then you took the derivative of what's inside, 1 over x, and that comes out to be 1 over x natural log of x. Now, this one, you're going to put 1 over all of this trash, but then what is the derivative of what are you going to do for the derivative of what's in parentheses? That means I want somebody to say something. Kind of like your boss asking you a question. If you sit there and stare at him and not say anything, he's going to think you're an idiot. What are you going to use to take the derivative of what's inside? Thank you, Miss Holcomb. Miss Holcomb, you're going to have a nice office one day. It's not going to have a piece of plyboard over the mop bucket. You're gonna have a real nice office one day. All right, so you're gonna do 1 over this times the derivative of what's inside. So let me go to the next page. I'm gonna rewrite it. Y is equal to the natural log of x cubed plus 4 over x. And to do this, I'm going to go ahead and take the derivative. Y prime is equal to 1 over x to the third plus 4 over x. And then I've got to take the derivative of what? What's inside. So I'm going to take the derivative of x cubed plus 4 over x. All right, get to work because you got to use the quotient rule here. So go ahead and get started. Oh, excuse me. And I'm going to go ahead and get on the next slide for that one. There we go. There we go. Okay. You could use the properties also. I just saw that. You could use the properties. I think you get the same answer. They're using the properties. So I didn't even think about that. Here's another way you could do it. Hold on just a second. Let me see how to get this. You could actually do another way. You could do it this way, set it up, and which would be easier. I didn't think about that. Y is equal to natural log of x cubed plus 4 over x. And by the properties of logarithms, when you have you're still going to use the quotient rule, but not for calculus. You're going to use the quotient rule for logarithms. And I'm not doing the derivative yet. Natural log of x cubed plus 4 minus natural log of x. So you could do that. Now you can do, here you're going to use the chain rule with the natural log, and this is going to be 1 over x. So it might be easier to do it this way or shorter, because this would be y prime is equal to 1 over x to the third plus 4 times 3x squared minus 1 over x. And then that's y prime is equal to 3x squared over x cubed plus 4 minus 1 over x. And of course I was going to say you can't cancel this out. I think that's pretty much it. Now, you could do it over here. You could do the quotient rule here, and that would be y prime is equal to 1 over x cubed plus 4 over x. And then you would do denominator times numerator prime, sorry, x cubed plus 4 prime minus, yeah, it's going to be drawn out because minus brackets, the numerator, x cubed plus 4 times the denominator prime over denominator squared. And I think you can see that this is going to be a little bit drawn out. Y prime is equal to 1 over x to the third plus 4 over x times, well, this is going to be x times 3x squared minus, and this is going to be minus x cubed minus 4. So that's going to be minus, this turns into 1. So this would be minus x cubed minus 4 over x squared. And this is going to be 3x cubed minus x cubed is 2x cubed minus 4 over x squared. And then you would multiply it by this, because this, you divide by this, you multiply. So that would be x over x cubed plus 4. I'm going to take it one more step. And you see there's the x cubed plus 4. It's going to be on the bottom. So I'm going to continue right here for you. Y prime is equal to 1 divided by this is going to be x over x cubed plus 4 times, this is going to be 3x cubed minus x cubed is 2x cubed minus 4 over x squared. And I'm trying to see if we're going to be able to get the same answer here. You multiply that through, you're going to get a 2x cubed minus 4x over x to the 5th plus 4x. I don't think you're going to be able to get the same answer. So I'd rather go with the first one, because that's going to cancel here. That's going to leave an x. So that would be y prime is equal to 2x cubed minus 4 over x times x cubed plus 4. We see the x cubed plus 4 on the bottom, and we see the x, but I don't see it. I'm looking, hold on. You could actually, that would be 2x. I think you would have to get a common denominator. 2x cubed over x times x cubed plus 4 minus 4 over x times x cubed plus 4, and maybe be able to get something to cancel out there, and then get a common denominator and put it back together. And I think you can see it's going to take a whole lot more work instead of the 4 steps here. So that, I would not do it that way. I would do it using the properties of logarithms, which I forgot to do at the very beginning. So write that one down and chalk it up for properties of logarithms. Property of logarithms first. Okay. All right, let's do some more. Let's go back and find where we were. Oh, let's check our answer. Let's see, where is D? D is right there. And we got, let's see, what was our answer? 3x squared. I got 3x squared minus 1. Darn. There it is. 3x squared over x cubed plus 4 minus 1. Okay, they went on further, and you see, do y'all see the 2x? 2x cubed? We did get the right answer. Hold on. I saw that 2x cubed. Where did I see that 2x cubed? Hold on, where is it? There it is. So I did get it right. Look there. Y'all see the 2x cubed minus 4? Somebody say yes. Do y'all see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, here it is. There it is right there. So you can get it both ways. I just didn't go far enough with this answer. And the reason I didn't go far enough, you can get a common denominator here, and that would be x times x cubed plus 4, and then you would convert. I'll do that for you. So y prime is equal to 3x over 3x squared over x cubed plus 4 minus 1 over x. And y prime is equal to, I'm going to get a common denominator of x times x cubed plus 4. And how many times will this go into this? X times 3x squared is 3x to the third. And over here, x will go into this, x cubed plus 4, so that's a minus 1 times x cubed plus 4. And y prime is equal to 3x cubed minus x cubed minus 4 over x times x cubed plus 4. And y prime is equal to 2x cubed minus 4 over x times x cubed plus 4. And that is what we got right here. So you can do it both ways and get the same answer. Thought I was going crazy there for a while. Good? Everybody good? That's why I always check back with the slide to make sure I got it in simplest form. All right. And here's some more. Okay, is that the ones we just did? Wait a minute. Didn't we just do those? No. Are these new? These are new, aren't they? Yeah, these are new. So let's do these. Now, why am I spending so much time on these natural log and exponentials? Because, to be honest with you, that's going to make up a lot of your test. So A says y is equal to natural log of 5x. Y is equal to natural log of 5x. B, y is equal to 3x squared plus 4 natural log. C, y is equal to natural log of the natural log of 5x. And D, just like we just did, y is equal to the natural log of x to the 5th minus 2 over x. I'm going to give y'all 3 minutes to work on it. Put my handy dandy timer on. Clock, timer, start. Give y'all 3 minutes to get as far as you can on those. There comes Sharpie. The caps won't go back on. I have to beat them on the table. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Give me something to drink while y'all are working. I promise you it's not bad.
It's probably that vodka again.
Yep. I got my quart jars. I don't have bottles. I have quart jars. See? Quart jar. Now, this could be water or it could be moonshine. I'll let you figure out
it
which
could equally
one
be
it is.
both.
What?
It could definitely be both.
But I would shake it up and let you see which one it is. What do you mean if I shake it up? What does that have to do with it? Well, the bubbles on alcohol is different from the bubbles on water. But I'm not going to shake it up because I want to see how many people will call my department head and say I put moonshine on the. I don't know how you're going to tell if that's moonshine or if that's a jar of water.
I'm writing the email right now.
I wouldn't doubt it. Actually, have you ever heard, how many of you have heard of the wives' tale? If you put water in a jar or bag, it will get rid of the flies. How many of you heard that? Well, that's what that is. Y'all ain't never heard of that? Let's look it up. Okay, y'all had enough time. That's 4 minutes. Let's look up the old wives' tale and see if I made it up or if it's a wives' tale. I think it's a bag of water or a jar of water. Bag of water and flies. I think my mama taught me this. Yep. There it is. So I didn't make it up. See? Ever seen bags of water hang from a porch? Y'all didn't know that, did you?
Nope.
Dang old, it's your parents' fault. Dang old parents teach you this kind of stuff. Just like, how do you know if your battery or your starter's dead when you go out and start your car and the motor doesn't do, the engine doesn't do anything? How do you know if your battery is dead or not? Without doing anything, how do you know if without lifting the hood, how do you know if your battery's dead?
If your battery light's on?
Nope. You don't turn the switch on. You don't do anything. How do you know? You don't lift the hood and you don't turn on the switch. How do you know if your battery is dead? Turn on the headlights. You turn on the headlights. If your battery's dead, what are your headlights going to be? They're going to be dead. If you turn on the headlights and they're bright, then that means your starter is stuck. And usually it does that in the rainy, wet weather. The Bendix will stick on the starter and it won't do anything. You turn the switch and the engine will not turn over. That's what it is. It's a starter. See, you learn all kinds of stuff in this class. It's your parents' fault. I know. All right, so let's do these problems. Y'all are just dumbfounded. Y'all are still thinking about the water in the bag of water on the porch. And again, no comment. Now, come on, you got to realize that's dang old refraction. Dang old sun shines through it, refraction.
I feel like we are learning valuable stuff right now, Hebert. That we're going to use for the rest of our lives.
Yep. Dang old, I guarantee you that headlight thing will, that you will use that before you die. You'll either be helping somebody or you'll be helping your kids or you'll be helping yourself you go out in your car one day and the engine doesn't do anything. That's it. Yep. Life advice with Hubie. All right. So here we go. That's going to be y prime is equal to 1 over 5x times the derivative of 5x, which is 5. And that's going to be 5 over 5x, which is equal to 1 over x. And this one is going to be 1 over 3x squared plus 4 times the derivative of what's inside. So that'd be 3x squared plus 4 with a prime on it. And that's going to be 3x on top divided by 3x squared plus 4. And that's y prime is equal to and this one is going to be 1 over 5x times 1 over, no, that's going to be 1 over x, because that's going to be 5, so that's going to be 1 over x times 1 over natural log of x, which is equal to 1 over x natural log of x. Because the natural log of 5x is equal to 1 over x. And this one, you can do both ways. Somebody tell me which way you want to do it. Do you want to do the quotient rule of logarithms first, or do you want to do the derivative of logarithms first? Somebody say one of the two.
Derivative.
You want to do the derivative. Okay. So that will be, let me write it over here, y is equal to the natural log of x to the 5th minus 2 over x So y prime is equal to 1 over x to the 5th minus 2 over x times the derivative, and I'm going to do the derivative of what's inside, and that's going to be the quotient rule. That Sharpie smells funny. Usually Sharpies smell good. That one don't smell good. Now, 1 divided by a fraction means that I'm going to multiply that 1 times the what? The reciprocal, Hubert. That's right, class. So x over x to the 5th minus 2 times, well, I'm going to take my denominator, times the numerator prime minus the numerator times the denominator prime over the denominator squared. So y prime is equal to x over x to the 5th minus 2 times, I got to clean all this up, so that's going to be x, and the derivative, I'm going to use a blue marker. Where's my neon? There it is. I'm going to take the derivative of x to the 5th minus 2, which is what? 5x to the what? 4th, Hubert. Minus brackets. Well, the derivative of x is what? 1. And 1 times this is that. So I'm just going to put x to the 5th minus 2 right here. And all of that over x squared. So I'm going to go to the next page. And yes, I do step by step. Some of y'all try to do all these steps between the blue lines of your notebook paper. Y prime is equal to x over x to the 5th minus 2 times, let's see, x times 5x to the 4th is 5x to the what? 5th minus x to the 5th plus 2 over x squared. Trying to help y'all out here by putting all together. There we go. Now you could actually take these 2 out and take these 2 out. So I'm going to do that. So that x cancels with this x and leaves x to the 1st. 5x minus 5x to the 5th minus 1x to the 5th is what? 4x to the 5th So that's going to give us, this is 1 times 4x to the 5th plus 2 is 4x to the 5th plus 2. So y prime is equal to 4x to the 5th plus 2, that's all of that, over x times x to the 5th minus 2. Or, I don't see anything you can cancel here, but you can distribute this. I don't know if they want to or not, but I'm going to. 4x to the 5th plus 2 over x to the 6th minus 2x. I would say one of those two answers is your answer. Probably this one. So let's look at our handy dandy answers and see what they got. Okay, here's the answer, 1 over x. And I think I didn't put 5x in that answer. Yep, I got this one. I forgot. I saw it just as soon as I turned it to that answer. This right here should have a 5 in it. Right there. Right here. My bad. Okay. Let's check the other answers. 1 over x, 6x over 3x squared plus 4. I think we got that, didn't we?
No, I think we got 3x over 3x squared plus 4.
Yeah, because we didn't take the derivative. That's why. We didn't take the derivative. 3x squared is not 3x. It's 6x, dork.
Yeah,
Sorry
I was gonna
about that,
ask
folks. I made a mistake. I said that the derivative of 3x squared is 6x or 3x, and that's not right. It's 6x. My bad on that one. And then I fixed this one. And let's check our last one. Let's see what our last one came out to be. Let's see which answer they did. Is that the answer they got? We got what? What did we get? 4x to the 5th plus 2. They used this one. I told you they would. Hold on. They used 4x to the 5th plus 2, x parentheses. 4x to the 5th plus 2, x with parentheses. But I'll take either one. Now that's 8 good test questions. I don't know what else they're going to show you on this one unless they do a word problem, and that's just applying the derivative. Let's see what else they got. Yep, word problems, which I'm not worried about those. We can go over those in the homework. And that's 2.3, y'all. Y'all is done for today. So all you need to do now is work on 2.1 through 2.3 homework. And y'all are finished. Y'all are finished with y'all's tests, so y'all ain't got to worry about that. So y'all, only thing y'all got to do this weekend is work on your homework, 2.1 through 2.3.
Hubert, it says you left the test open till the 5th.
Okay, well, you can work on that. Oh, the reason I did that was so everybody would have a chance and nobody could use my lab's math as an excuse for not getting the test done. That's why I did that.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't do it for the homework because y'all should have had the homework done. So I'm not going to do that for the homework. But y'all do have the weekend to work on that test just in case. And you can, if you've done that, then make sure you get this homework done and questions sent So that way, after class Tuesday, you can go back and do the questions that we go over and finish 2.1 through 2.3 before midnight.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Y'all have a good weekend. Oh, yeah. And put your water up. Don't forget, sandwich bag or jar, put it in the windows. Keeps it. Or
Have a
you
good one, Hubert.
drink moonshine. Which one is it? See ya.
Hubert, do you have anything for wasps and bees?
No, I can't stand those suckers. I'm scared to death of wasps and bees. A lot of people are scared of spiders or I don't know what, snakes. I'm scared of wasps and bees. I can't stand those things. I wish there was something to kill them all like the atomic bomb, but you can't do that. I don't have anything for that. Sorry. All right, y'all get out of here so I can throw the ones that left their computer so I can throw them out.